RWL Women's International Championship on the line in tonight's main event as Memphis Million heiress Jody Dvorak defends the title against former Women's International Champion, the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford.
And she'll be doing it without the $1 Million Man at ringside.
Tonight's main event is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Women's International Championship.
Faye Crawford's been to the top before. Women's World Tag Champs with Crystal Gabor, and the Fairfield Fox is a former Women's International Champion. Who's got to get back to the view from up there? And boy howdy, it would be double sweet if she could beat Jody Dvorak, who was responsible for Faye getting her head shaved several years ago, and Faye damn sure hasn't forgotten it.
Now, Tommy Wilcox isn't slacking off here. Tommy wanted very much to be at ringside for this very important match. But it's a testimony to Faye Crawford's courage that she insisted on doing this by herself. I'm sure she's got her reasons.
She wouldn't want Tommy's handsome face to distract her in any way from the task at hand, which would be disassemble Jody Dvorak piece by piece, section by section, and get herself the Women's International title back.
And the Fairfield Fox is more than capable in that ring. She's a hit hard, hit fast kind of girl. And keep in mind, this is Jody Dvorak's first title defense since the Hell in a Cell last March. She's still sore from the match with Dakota Kai, so I really don't know if she'd be up to a fully charged Faye Crawford. Add to the mix, no Ted DiBiase to pull her out of a jam. The odds are kinda stacked against Jody on this one.
That classic tune is Ode to a Stone by Reg Tilsley, and that means that Jody Dvorak, the Memphis Millionaires, the Women's International Champion, is in town. Conspicuous by his absence is a $1 Million Man who's probably sore in the wallet and staying home tonight because he interfered in the Dakota Kai match last time around. We're not having that sort of thing. We did this to Lou Albano, too, when he interfered in the match with the Wild Samoans.
It's not like he'll ever learn anything, but if it's a deterrent to other managers who might want to try being slick, then it's still worth something. As for Jody, she really is going into this one without the upper hand, and we could very well see another title change hands this week.
I know a whole bunch of people who would love to see that. Now, you gotta admit, Jody Dvorak has come a mighty long way from her days with the Bell Council.
She struggled through the breakup of the Bell Council last September, won the Ladies Memphis Million in December, cashed in her briefcase a month later on Angie Angel Guns, and became Women's International Champion. And outside of that cell match with Danielle Heathcote, it's been fairly smooth sailing for the Memphis Million heiress Jody Dvorak.
And remember, friends, she doesn't care if you hate her because she's a champ and she's loaded.
Introducing first the challenger from Fairfield, Connecticut. She's the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford. And her opponent from Fontana, California. She's the reigning RWL Women's International Champion, the Memphis Million heiress, Whip Kitten, Jody Dvorak.
Man, get the look on the face of Jody Dvorak. Trying to stare holes in her old rival Faye Crawford, knowing that the Women's International title could go away right tonight if Jody makes the wrong moves. All this, and no $1 Million Man offering reassurance at ringside, I bet Jody's in a way bad mood.
Neither of these two ladies is going to play nice. If you came here looking for a catfight, you've come to the right place. What a main event's going to be. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. Faye Crawford charges, catches a right from Jody. Jody Dvorak whips Faye Crawford to the ropes, ducks under, grabs a hold of her for the belly-to-belly, but Faye Crawford decks her with a series of right hands, backs her off, a kick to the midsection. Faye Crawford sets her up, pulling pile driver, dropping Jody right on her head. Faye Crawford rounds her up, series of knuckles to the temple for the whip kitten Jody Dvorak. The Fairfield Fox firmly in control in this Women's International Championship, and Faye Crawford would love to be Women's International Champion again, especially at the expense of Jody Dvorak, who once cut off her hair. Jody catches a couple of knees to the back from the Fairfield Fox. Jody Dvorak being set up here for a modified surfboard stretch as only Faye Crawford can deliver it. Oh, that is sadistic right there. And then rolls her up for a pin. Beautiful. 1, 2. Oh, would have been really cool if she had pulled it off, man. Huh. Faye Crawford rounds up Jody Dvorak. Jody catches a shot, stops the kick, takes Faye Crawford down, rebounds off the ropes, flying punch, takes down Faye Crawford. The Fairfield Fox quickly back up on her feet, delivers a kick to Jody. Jody delivers a kick of her own. They lock up. Faye Crawford escorted to the ropes. Jody with a high kick right to the face of Faye Crawford. Jody piles on, starts raining left hands on the head of Faye Crawford, follows it up with a slap into the bargain. The Fairfield Fox rounded up to her feet. Jody with a kick, a right, a chop, a kick that takes Faye Crawford down to one knee. Jody drives a hard knee into the midsection of the Fairfield Fox. Faye Crawford counters, gets right back up on her feet, a chop. Oh, counter hip toss from Jody Dvorak. Again, Jody raining the left hands on the head of Faye Crawford, a hard slap across the face too. Faye Crawford rolls out. Jody Dvorak over the top rope. Boom! Oh, man! Ass over tea kettle. Human missile. Taking down Faye Crawford. Jody Dvorak with a hard forearm. Takes Faye Crawford down to the floor on the outside. Referee's already counting. Women's International Championship on the line. You can't win it on the outside. Jody Dvorak locks up. Faye Crawford with a couple of good counters right there. Locks up Jody Dvorak right in front of the Spanish announce table. Another pulling pile driver. On the outside, Jody Dvorak definitely felt that one. There's a stomp to the head. Faye Crawford definitely not fooling around. Keenly wants to get back the women's international title. And she'd love to do it at the expense of Jody. Jody rolled back inside the ring. Faye Crawford brings herself back inside. Jody stops it. Puts on the brakes. Faye Crawford against the ropes. Whips Faye Crawford to the ropes. Jody, oh man, look at this. Faye Crawford puts on the brakes. Jody didn't know what to do. Rounds her up over the shoulder. Hit first into the turnbuckle in the far corner. Down goes Faye Crawford. Jody Dvorak raining left hands again on the head of Faye Crawford. A counter from Faye Crawford. Faye Crawford locks up Jody. The Fairfield Fox taking the Memphis Millionaires to the ropes. Hard whip. Whoa, there goes Walt Rothburn. Clothesline. Jody Dvorak puts on the brakes. Drives a knee into the head of Faye Crawford. She is going to take advantage of the referee's siesta for sure. Hard forearm. Takes Faye Crawford down. Jody slammed face first to the canvas by Faye Crawford. Referee is still out to lunch. Enziguri from Faye Crawford as Walt Rothburn gets back to his feet. What a clothesline to the poor referee, man. Jody Dvorak tags Faye Crawford, puts her out on the floor from the apron. The referee counting. Jody Dvorak going to take herself to the outside. Faye Crawford in big time trouble here. Now some hard right hands to the head and a slap from Jody Dvorak. Faye Crawford struggling to get back to her feet here in front of the Spanish announce table. Jody with a knee, a kick, an elbow, a kick, and another kick to the head, and down goes, man, Faye Crawford's in big time trouble. Faye getting back to her feet, trying to put out the fire here. Here's a kick to the head from Jody. Oh, another counter from Faye Crawford. Faye Crawford charges, hatches a knee to the head, and a kick to the head from Jody Dvorak. Faye Crawford. Oh, man. Trying to put out the fire, but the house is burning down, and she ain't got but a thimble full of water. Faye Crawford counters with a fist. Jody Dvorak counters with an elbow to the side of the head, or several. Faye Crawford counters again. Man, neither one of these guys is fooling around. All the way up. Faye Crawford showing some serious power with a long, stalling vertical suplex. Finally, it came down. Boom! Jody Dvorak laid out just about center ring. Faye Crawford off the middle rope. Cross body splash across the chest of the Memphis Millionaires. Jody Dvorak catches a leg snap. Now Faye Crawford taking control back from Jody in this women's international title matchup. Faye Crawford delivers another leg snap to Jody. Jody in big trouble, gets back up, running punch, takes down Faye Crawford. Jody quickly goes for the cover. Here it is, 1, 2. Oh man, she put Faye Crawford's lights out and retains the title.
The time, 6 minutes and 12 seconds. You win her by pinfall, and still Women's International Champion Jody Dvorak.
So close for the Fairfield Fox. Faye Crawford had Jody compromised near the end, and Jody knew it. I think that one last leg snap from Faye was the last straw for Jody, who has to have put everything she had behind that flying punch, cause Faye Crawford didn't move an inch after she got tagged for the 3 count.
She sure put some extra Kamehameha behind that punch and retains the women's international title. Damn.
Well, that's another wild week in the books, and that wraps up this week's RWL Snarl. Fans, thanks as always for your views, shares, and comments, and for following us here at RWL. Coming up first, an hour-long show to be announced, followed by RWL Rage, May 13th, from Raleigh, North Carolina. For Johnny, Tex, and all of us here at RWL, Wally Cardill, saying thanks, good night, and be safe. See you next Saturday night.